Hello, this is George Hayes, and this is Introduction to C, tutorial number 2. We'll be starting with variables part 1 today. And this is console applications. We're going to create a C program. I'm going to label mine C002 and finish. I'm going to open up main.c, remove the printf, and I'll start by creating a variable character A, which is a bite-sized character in this case, and values can range from -127 to -128 to 127. It also can be used for storing ASCII variables in it. Next size variable is a short B, fill it with the value 0, and it can store values from -32,768 to 32,767, and I need to make sure that's commented out. Double slashes is how you enter your comments. And next one is an int c equals 0, then long d equals 0, long is the next size e equals 0, and the int and the long are both 32 bits in this case, and the long is 32 bits, and this one here is 64 bits, or 8 bytes. And you can see the size of these by doing a printf statement, and size of char %i for an integer value that's going to be returned by the function size of, and we're going to put inside this function, in this case a, and put a semicolon at the end. Turn home, do a copy, and like that, and change a few of these things so we can see the next ones. These are all signed variables, meaning they handle both negative and positive numbers. But there's unsigned variables, and I'll show you those in just a second. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and compile and run this at this point, and you can see the size of each of these variables. As I said, the character is 1 byte in length, short is 2 bytes in length, int and long are both 4 bytes in length, and the long is 8 bytes in length. So we're going to close that, go on, and then we have unsigned variables. Sorry, you got to spell that correctly. And char, and unlike the character, just a plain character, just here's values. I'm gonna go F on this, 0. It ranges from 0 to 255, not 256, because 0 is the first number carried. So 0 plus 1 through 255 equals 256 numbers. Let's see, unsigned short. And it goes from 0 to 65535, and of course you have unsigned ints, longs, and so forth like that, and those are still the same size, they're just unsigned. They have no negative values. Alright, as far as on an unsigned number, what you need to know is the last bit, as far as the highest value bit, is used for the negative sign. So when it rolls over to, for example, if we go character, we're just going to go A equals 128, and print F A equals, and %i, because we're looking for the integer value of it, and we're just going to put A in here, and it will return -128, I believe. And go ahead and build. And you see minus 128 because it made the first bit as far as in it, a negative sign, the negative sign. Or if you go a equals 127, and we copy this down here and build again, you'll get a equals 127. Okay, now I could have put /n on these and clean that up, and there you see a little better. Alright, so I'm going to move on to general math as far as with integers, and take a look at that, and then a few other things. Okay, the next thing we're going to start as far as integer c, right? It's already declared up above as 0. We're going to c equals 5 plus 5 plus 5 minus 5 plus 5 plus 5 times 0. Alright, as in the standard mathematics, anything as far as in parentheses are done first, then multiplication / division left to right, and then addition and subtraction left to right. That's the order that it's done in. So you can see by doing that, and we'll go C here in this case, so we can see what the value of C is, and build, run. We're probably going to get 15. Alright, so we'll go ahead and close that. Now you can increment C two ways, like this. And you copy this. And you can increment it this way, and we build it and run it, you'll see it come out there. Alright, so now if we want to decrement C, we can do C minus minus, and you'll see that, or you can go C minus minus C. And then you also can sit there and do other increments and decrements by going C plus equals, let's say 10, or C minus equals 5, or you can do C times equals, say 10 again, and you go C divided by equals 2, and we'll go ahead and build and run. And those two warnings were just that the variables were not used, so you don't have to worry about them too much. So you can see where we incremented through everything and decremented down again, and then incremented by 10 and decremented by 5, then multiplied by 10 and divided by 2. Okay, now as far as when it comes to displaying an integer, alright, as you can see, we've already got the I in a lot of these. You can also do another one. We can go print F, much like the other one. We'll go ahead and do it one more time like this, and we're going to change this to D, alright, for a decimal value. Alright, and then there's, do it again, as far as 5D in here, and one more time, and we're going to go 05D. And we'll go ahead and build, and I'll show you what those do. Alright, when you do that, when you put the D in, it still gives you the standard integer output. Then when you put the 5 in it, alright, that 5 is for the amount of spaces that you want as far as shown as far as the variable. So total of 5 spaces. In this case, it leaves the first 2 blank. Alright, so you can standardize the amount of that, size you want that. So if you want to have a certain size variable, alright, and then you can also have it fill in with the 0 in front of it. Fill in the zeros in between it and the value that you need. So it gives you those values filled in with 0. And we're going to end our first variables tutorial at this point, and thank you very much.